What if the asteroid never struck Earth 66 million years ago, and dinosaurs continued their ancient reign unchallenged? Could the descendants of Truden, those clever hunters, have eventually evolved intelligence, rivaling our own species? The answer was already written in evolution's code. Intelligence is never biology's ultimate destination or guaranteed outcomes. Human consciousness arose from primates' complex social bonds, arboreal agility, and desperate grassland survival struggles combined together. That miracle demanded countless precise coincidences, a chain of accidents no other lineage could ever replicate perfectly. Dinosaur physiology imposed hard limits. Even brilliant Troodons could only reach crow or dolphin-level cognitive abilities. They would never develop the self-aware consciousness needed to explore the cosmos or ponder existence itself. This was not failure but simply evolution's unique path, the core reason dinosaurs could never build civilization. The wheel of time rolls forward to 2.5 million years ago, when ice conquered everything. Earth entered the Pleistocene, Ice Age, and thick ice sheets swallowed the northern hemisphere with relentless frozen fury. Glaciers advanced and retreated, like the planet's deep, slow breathing, reshaping continents with each enormous frozen exhale. Every glacial expansion forced species southward, driving them desperately toward the warm refuge near the equator. Every glacial retreat opened new pathways, smooth green corridors for life to spread northward, once again freely. This million-year frozen trial became the ultimate test for the entire dinosaur dynasty's survival and endurance. And once again, dinosaurs proved life's extraordinary resilience, carving the word adaptation deep into evolutionary history. On the vast frozen grasslands, Triceratops' descendants evolved remarkable survival traits perfectly suited for the Ice Age. Their bodies grew even larger, wrapped in thick subcutaneous fat, acting as powerful natural heaters against extreme cold. Dense, fluffy feathers cover their massive frames, trapping, insulating air layers that defy temperatures far below freezing. To chase migrating vegetation and water, they gathered into herds numbering tens of thousands of individuals. Every year they traveled between hemispheres along ancient, fixed routes, their hoofprints scarring the frozen earth permanently. Their migration carved cross-continental pathways of life, deep grooves of survival, etched across the planet's frozen surface. Close behind the herds stalked the predators, Tyrannosaurus, and Velociraptor descendants, evolved beyond Cretaceous brute force entirely. These hunters developed compact muscular bodies and agile postures, with claws that gripped permafrost like iron anchors. Their powerful hind limbs enabled explosive, short-distance springs across treacherous ice, closing distance on prey with terrifying speed. Group cooperation reached unprecedented sophistication. Deep resonant roars transmitted battle signals across the frozen tundra landscapes. They divided labor precisely, executing complex ambushes, encirclements, and coordinated pursuits with deadly military-like efficiency. At narrow mountain passes along migration routes, they laid cunning traps and staged thrilling battles upon frozen ground. The most dramatic survival confrontations of the Ice Age played out on these gleaming sheets of ancient ice. This million-year forging completely transformed dinosaurs, stripping away their primitive Cretaceous traits through relentless natural selection pressure. They evolved exclusive forms perfectly adapted to vastly different habitats across the entire globe's diverse environments. Polar dinosaur populations grew snow-white downy coats, their plumage blending seamlessly into the endless surrounding ice sheets. This natural camouflage concealed them during foraging and reflected harsh glare, brilliantly reducing precious body heat loss. Their claws developed fine anti-slip ridges, enabling them to walk steadily across treacherous ice like living boulders. In tropical regions, dinosaurs shed their heavy feather coats entirely, smooth heat-dissipating scales covering their streamlined bodies. Their lightweight frames darted through dense rainforests like living arrows, perfectly designed for speed and tropical heat. Grassland populations evolved long slender limbs and hollow lightweight bones, granting them remarkable endurance for endless migration. Their stamina far surpassed their ancient ancestors, perfectly calibrated to keep pace with migrating herds across continents. Forest-dwelling populations developed sharp curved claws for gripping branches, achieving peak climbing ability among dense ancient canopies. High in the treetops, they escaped ground-level predators, ruling the vertical world above the dangerous forest floor below. In the oceans, marine dinosaur descendants evolved thick, smooth skin and fat layers, measuring tens of centimeters deep. Their powerful flippers propelled them through frigid depths, making them apex predators, atop the entire marine food chain. In the skies above, Pterosaurs soared on massive wingspans, circling effortlessly and scanning for prey with minimal energy spent. Meanwhile, bird descendants of dinosaurs wove nimbly through dense forests, catching small insects and rodents with surgical precision. Through extreme adaptability, dinosaurs conquered every environment, the frozen poles, scorching tropics, and everything between completely. They maintained their dynasty's unbroken rule, proving themselves the most resilient life rulers in Earth's entire ancient history. The Ice Age finally released its frozen grip, and time continued its eternal march forward through millions of years. Now 66 million years have passed since that asteroid never fell, and we enter this parallel present. The geography mirrors our own world. Himalayas still pierce the sky. The Atlantic still separates the continents apart. But the life inhabiting this familiar landscape has been completely rewritten by dinosaurs' unbroken 230 million year rule. Wild vitality surges across every continent, a kingdom of life pulsing with ancient and unstoppable primal power. On the African grasslands, Triceratops descendants have completely replaced the wildebeest and zebra herds of our reality. Their horns have grown thicker and harder, serving as deadly defensive weapons and glorious symbols for attracting mates. Light brown feathers blend perfectly with golden grassland vegetation, these giants walking with majestic and imposing ancient dignity. Overhead, Pterosaurs spread enormous wings and hover, some scavenging carrion like vultures to maintain ecological balance expertly. Others dive like eagles from tremendous heights, locking onto small fleeing prey with devastating accuracy and terrifying speed. On the ground below, a pack of Tyrannosaurus descendants cooperates to pursue an aging, weakening hadrosaur relentlessly. Their division of labor is precise and their coordination seamless, each predator moving with practiced lightning-fast battlefield efficiency. These hunters have fully mastered the cooperative abilities forged through million years of brutal Ice Age survival pressure. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, sauropod descendants still hold the ancient throne as the forest's towering gentle giants. Their bodies are smaller than Jurassic ancestors, but flexible necks easily reach tender leaves atop the highest canopy. Melophenotod dinosaurs dart nimbly through dense undergrowth, feeding on insects and tiny mammals hiding among fig bushes. These nimble hunters serve as essential links in the rainforest's intricate underlying ecosystem, maintaining nature's delicate ancient balance. On Antarctic ice sheets, densely feathered dinosaurs search patiently for food, hidden within deep frozen crevasses and gaps. Their sharp claws grip the ice firmly, their steady, deliberate gait resembling modern penguins' ancient, resilient relatives. They hold life's precious, spark-burning, even in the extreme polar cold, continuing the dinosaur legend of survival. Mammals, meanwhile, have survived all these millions of years, but always living within the dinosaurs' enormous dominant shadow. They never extinguish their glimmer of survival, most evolving strictly nocturnal habits to avoid the ruling dinosaurs completely. After nightfall, they venture from hidden caves, foraging silently through darkened forests, while giant predators sleep soundly above. Some dug deep underground, building intricate, hidden tunnel networks, forming secret subterranean ecosystems beneath the dinosaur world. A few mammals developed impressive arboreal skills, leaping between high canopy branches and evolving primitive grasping capabilities. But they never broke through body size limitations to form large populations capable of challenging dinosaur supremacy on land. In the deep sea, some mammals evolved extraordinary diving abilities, feeding and breeding in lightless ocean depths far below. They became the invisible survivors of the abyss, enduring silently in the gaps of the dinosaur dynasty's rule. Neither extinct nor risen to dominance, mammals wrote quiet but deeply touching stories of ordinary survival and persistence. This parallel world bears no trace of humans, no cities, no industrial noise, no marks of technological civilization. Only dinosaurs, and countless other creatures, follow nature's eternal laws, living and reproducing in endless harmonious cycles. Without human consciousness to appreciate its grandeur, this world still pulses with vigorous, untamed vitality and raw power. It remains a pure, magnificent kingdom of life, an eternal dynasty, ruled by dinosaurs, for over 200 million years. We often pause to wonder, if the asteroid had truly missed, would human beings still somehow exist today? The answer is unmistakable. No, human emergence required the asteroid's devastation as its essential foundational starting catalyst. Every link in our evolutionary chain was indispensable. Dinosaur extinction, mammalian rise, and primate evolution combined together. But a dinosaur world without humans is by no means incomplete or lesser. Evolution carries no predetermined final destination. There exists no hierarchy of species superiority. Only adaptation and survival remain life's eternal and absolute ultimate laws. Dinosaurs proved through 230 million years of unbroken existence that they are Earth's most resilient sovereign rulers. Their adaptability and vitality far exceed every boundary of human imagination, a testament to evolution's boundless creative power. As night descends slowly, the dinosaur world gradually settles into deep ancient tranquility beneath the darkening evening sky. On the grasslands, herbivorous dinosaur groups huddle together tightly, curling enormous bodies to share warmth against night's cold. In darkened forests, small dinosaurs rummage through leaf litter, making faint rustling sounds that gently break the silence. Pterosaurs perch on towering cliffs, carefully grooming thick feathers, gathering strength for tomorrow's flight across endless wide skies. Marine dinosaurs cruise slowly through midnight depths, silently guarding the ocean's ancient vitality and profound, endless dark tranquility. Moonlight spills gently over the earth, illuminating these magnificent giants and their pure undisturbed kingdom of eternal life. This story never happened, yet it reveals a profound truth. Life on Earth is far more resilient than we imagine. Evolution's possibilities are far broader than we perceive, and dinosaurs simply continued writing their legend on another timeline. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.